All right, y'all. So basically, I'm finna give y'all the full breakdown of what's going on with SPY right now, right? All right. So basically, first thing that I always do when I break down a chart is I always look at the bigger time frames, right? So I'm looking at monthly and weekly charts, right? So let's take a look at the weekly chart, for instance, right? The overall trend that we see over here is going to be a downtrend, right? So that's number one. Number one is we have a downtrend. So we break down to the daily, around the weekly and daily, and we can see to verify the downtrend is that we have a high over here, and then we have a lower high, right? See a lower high, and then over here we have a lower low from here, and then a lower high, and then we have a lower low, and then we have a lower high, and we should be expecting a lower low very soon, right? But the downtrend doesn't always go forever, right? So there's a point where the downtrend has to break, and the way to find that is we break out to the, let's go to the weekly chart, right? So first thing I'm looking at is going to be the RSI, right? So it's going to be this purple one right over here. RSI is touching 25, which is a key bounce level. I think the last time we touched 25 over here, and we bounced right back up. We went a little bit below 25, went to like 21-ish, and then we bounced right back up. So every time that we touch this low over here, around 25, we typically bounce, right? So that's my number one, right? My second reason is because take a look at this candle right here, the previous weekly candle. That's a high buying pressure candle, right? So we take a look over here at this chart right over here, right? So this is a candle, a previous weekly candle. Buyers are active, but sellers are stronger. So what does that mean? That means basically this candle at one point was full all the way to the bottom, right? But then buyers came in, they stepped in, and it closed all the way up here. So the buyers were kind of battling, but the sellers still won this candle. So next thing I'm looking at is this week's candle, right? So we should be expecting some type of buying pressure as well, as we've seen around, the previous week's levels, that there's a lot of buyers down there. So I mean, as soon as we get near there, or around this area, we should be expecting some buyers by the end of the week. And then let's just go to, let's say the 4 hour. Yeah, 4 hour. All right, so we go down to a 4 hour chart and we take a look at what's going on. So the most previous candle over here was a high buying pressure candle, right? And that's over here. Sellers are active, but buyers are stronger. So buyers were in control over here, but I believe it was volume that caused this sell-off over here. And plus Jay Powell speaking yesterday too. Yeah, kind of see low volume over here compared to how it's supposed to be trading. So a lot lower than average. So what I'm expecting for it to happen on SPY is basically I'm going to be looking for key bounce levels, and you can see over here, like on the hourly chart, we started, our last candle was a green candle, so we have a little bit of indications that, there's a little bit of buying pressure there. This candle right here is a full, let's just show y'all. Sellers are in control, total control over there. So, it's a little bit iffy, but the last candle luckily was a buyers won, but showed weakness. So weak buyers, but buyers are stepping in. So definitely something to watch. Now the reason why I'm saying to get calls around this area is because of this gap over here, right? So you can even take off Ichimoku if it gets confusing, so just take it off. So this gap over here, you see kind of jumped up. This gap was filled today, right? And it almost closed right back into that level, which was acting as support since that it gapped up from here. So we can only see what tomorrow brings. If we do keep on going down, the maximum we'll hit is around 385, barely. But if not, we should be looking to curl up pretty soon, and bigger time frames will indicate that. You can kind of see also on the daily, right? This candle, and this is a doji right here, right? So doji candle, and then we have a high buying pressure candle. And you see over here, sellers are active, but buyers are stronger. So buyers were stronger. Just today, I don't know, something happened in the news where I was reading about it. Biggest fall since June 2020, 4% down on the overall market, kind of crazy. But definitely we should be looking. You see all the selling volume is pretty high as well. So what should we look for? So now coming Thursday, Friday, we should see a bit of either there's two scenarios that we're going to see, right? Either we come all the way down to 385 and bounce from there, or we see some kind of reversal around this area if we can get sucked back up above the 392 level right over there. Third scenario, worst case scenario, we come down, we break this and make new lows, then come all the way back up. But I doubt that's going to happen with how the weekly is looking like with right here with this kind of candle, and we got to see how this kind of candle closes too. That way we know what's going on. So just keep a watch. I'm currently in calls right now. I mean, I'm pretty deep in calls right now because typically mainly because the RSI is oversold on most time frames. Most importantly, the weekly time frame oversold as well. So if you're looking to get calls tomorrow, I say scoop them up for at least 1 to 2 weeks out at least. That way you can play it safe. But yeah, I mean, so that's pretty much it. I mean, anything else, any other questions y'all got about, any type of analysis or anything, just let me know. Shoot me a text on Discord. DM me on Discord, all that stuff.